What is going on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, actually, because we're streaming on all three. I actually don't know why I have my headset on. I was listening to another live stream. Shout out to Flip Aquatics, aka Luke Diesel. I'm just checking out his live stream. But now we're on to our live stream. What up, Brad, on YouTube? So if you're watching on YouTube, you're actually going to see I was testing out how to get the chat onto the YouTube stream, because I thought that was interesting. I know we get questions from all the different streams, but figured that it would be nice to have the stream incorporated on the stream, or the chat on the stream. Unfortunately, I can't get Facebook and Instagram comments, but that's all I could do with that, really. But what up, Dank? Giveaways? What? Yeah. So not on this video. There's not going to be any giveaway today, but I wanted to discuss the ideas that I had for the future. Can't wait for the move and new products. Nice, Dank. Yeah, me neither. Jake, you're a loser. Make sure you share that stream, Jake. Can I send you a cool video I made? You certainly can, Finn.
Hello.
Hi. What's up, Omid? Thank you for Instapage. You're welcome. Angelo, hi everyone. Hi H2O. First live stream. Looking forward to it. Nice. What are you doing?
Nothing.
You checking me out on camera? What's up, Bar? What's going on, Fish Life? So let's get into kind of the first topic. This is going to be my last live stream, at least for probably a week or two. What's up, Dougie? We are moving next Saturday. So all this week, we closed Tuesday on the house. Tuesday I have to go to the house and start chopping up the floor in the basement to put in a slap sink, because I have no water and no drainage right now in the basement for setting up the tanks. You gotta be quiet if you're gonna be in here. If not, go play in the living room. Okay? Okay, but you gotta be quiet. So, I'm going to answer some questions here in a minute. I just want to get on to what's going on with the move. So, we plan on moving Saturday. I have to go Tuesday and start chopping up the floor to put in the slap sink. That way I can fill up the tanks once we move on Saturday. After that, Wednesday we have to go and actually start painting stuff. Wednesday morning, asbestos is being taken out of the basement. That was one of the key things that needed to be done. And then after that, we're going to paint the living room and paint a couple other rooms. What are you doing? And then after we do the move, or after we do the painting, then Thursday and Friday we're going to start moving other stuff. You gotta be quiet. So yeah, so that's going on. And then let's see what people are saying here on Instagram. What's up, Rhino? Tell us how to make a plant. Tell us to make the plant aquarium. Hey, what are you doing? The camera's right here. That's his new toy that he's infatuated with. As far as making a planted tank, you should go check out all my YouTube videos. It'll help you out with some stuff. Any tips for keeping cherry shrimp with fish? The best way to keep any shrimp with fish is, one, get shrimp and fish that are compatible. It really depends on the fish, but the best thing that you could possibly do is provide a lot of foliage and a lot of cover for shrimp to hide. So plants, rocks, driftwood, things with a lot of little tiny spaces that only the shrimp can get into. Okay, you gotta go in the other room now.
No.
Yeah, go in the other room.
No.
Yep.
No.
Jen says, how's the girlfriend? She's good. She's in the other room at the moment. H2O live stream and helping the daughter learn how to roll over. It doesn't get any better. Nice. Hello. What up, Sullen? What up, Legion newbie? What's going on? All right. You giving away beard trimmings for us to start our beards? No beard trimmings. Although I should probably sell some. No, just kidding. What size CO2 tank for a 125? You could probably get away with a 5-gallon. It'll probably last you plenty of time. Jake will play Minecraft. Nice.
Wait, who's Jacob?
Jake. He says he'll play Minecraft.
Why?
Because.
Why do you like Minecraft? I can help you play Minecraft.
Yeah.
Do you want me to? I can do it.
Yeah, can you?
I can do survival or creative.
What's up, Octo Nation on Instagram? Your mommy's watching on Facebook. She's gonna come yell at you. Let's see. Laura says, "Congrats to you and your wifey and the little man." Thank you, Laura. I'm trying as best as I can. That's a nice joke there. Did you buy the house? Yeah. So Big Trouble NJ, we bought. We're closing on Tuesday. Tuesday we go and sign the papers, and we start moving on Saturday. So, but from Tuesday to Friday, I have to start getting the house ready.
Stick ball.
Okay. No. Go away now. Would I need a regulator for a CO2 tank, and can you explain what all the meters mean on it and where they should be and why I should? Why? So the fish life. You need a regulator because in order to get the CO2 out of the canister, you need something that you can regulate the pressure, or you're going to have pretty much like 200 psi or whatever its limit is that going through your lines, and it'll blow out your system. So you need a regulator. The regulator also shows you how much CO2 is left in your container, as well as the pressure that's on the output of it, certain diffusers and certain other things to get the CO2 into the water. Don't quite work unless you have the right pressure, so you really need a regulator. You could try Greenleaf aquariums. They're kind of expensive. They make quality regulators. But you could also get one off Amazon. I just got an Aquatech recently, which should be in a future video. Yeah. That kid is new, Jake. Rock piles. What's a bright light for carpeting plants for a 10-gallon tank? Pretty much any light will do well in a 10-gallon tank. It's super shallow. Just get something with a decent output. Later, Legion. Any tips for growing guppy fry? I've never grown guppy fry, but make sure you isolate them if there's any other things in the tank so they don't get eaten, and feed them daily with high quality protein foods. What?
Did you see what my mommy told you?
Yeah.
What is it?
BBH.
Nothing!
Hey, leave Justin alone.
Hi.
Say hello and goodbye.
They want you on camera.
They don't want me on camera.
Yes, they do.
You want to do it?
Ow. It hurt me.
Guys.
Well, actually, you can't be seen on YouTube because it's blocking your face. I have the chat there.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, I put the chat, so...
Oh, you learned something new?
Well, I knew how to do it, I just didn't do it. You gotta put your face, like, over here. Come here.
No, I don't open my face. I'm just seeing what you're doing. The baby keeps going back there looking at you going, how do you... He's going on the phone. He's going, hey, Justin! Hey, Justin! I said, you gotta type.
What is Margaret's design style for the new house?
Oh.
Something that I wouldn't want, but I gotta do what she wants. Listen, you said I would put superhero posters everywhere. That is... Apparently that's not a form of decorating the house.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you would qualify as decorating then, because that is clearly... Superhero posters and fish tanks throughout the house. That's my design.
Yeah, I know. We're doing a lot of...
He's watching it. Okay. No, don't watch it on here.
Leave Justin alone. Let him do his thing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Alright, let's see. Frame them. Yeah, I actually, when we went to Comic-Con, a year ago, I got a bunch of nice posters and I framed them and we had them in the bedroom. They're all taken down now because of the move, but I want to put them probably in the fish room somewhere because I'm not allowed to have nice things upstairs or any of my things. I am only allowed to do what I want in the basement. That is it. No deep voice. Yeah, no, the deep voice mess up. I don't know what that was about last live stream, but it's not doing it now. Well, let's see. I love you, Justin. I love you too, Kyle. The most satisfying videos on YouTube is watching people cut grass with a scythe. That is actually pretty cool. I watched some of those videos as well, Keaton. I'm a Minecraft pro. I'll teach him all the tips and tricks. Jake, what do you know about Minecraft, bro? I was one of the originators on YouTube of Minecraft. Get on my level, bro. What do you think about Bloody Mary versus Painted Fire Red? As far as shrimp, never kept either one, so we'll see. I don't know. Maybe the chat has a preference. Congrats on the house. Thank you. Can I go sign the papers with you? No, you can't. What's up? What's going on, Low Light? Minecraft, he just trolled you numerous times. Tell her I love the vases. I will let her know, Laura. Sad though, our mystery snail and the Narite snail both died, and I don't know why. The mystery snail started turning like a pale white, so I don't know if it was maybe a calcium deficiency or what, but he died. That sucks. We'll get a new one. I heard her hair used to smell like Buzua. It matters what type of superheroes. Basements are only reserved for one thing, dungeons. Well, she says that I'm the troll that can live underneath her bridge. How many square feet is the house? So the house is 4 levels. It's basement, first level, second level, and an attic. Right, the attic and the basement aren't finished. The attic we want to redo. Well, want to actually finish. The attic is probably another bedroom, or even possibly a master bedroom with a master bath. If we redo the attic and the second floor correctly, which would be really nice. But that's probably like 2 or 3 years down the line if we ever want to do that. But what else? So we did that, and then and that's how big the house is. I think it's 17 or 1800 square feet based on the 2 floors. And then what else? The overall lot is 50 by 150. So what is that? That's like 9,000 feet, I think. What? No, something like that. 150 times 50. Oh, I just fricked up the webcam. My bad. Boom. There we go. Sorry, guys. 7,500 square feet. I have on the live stream on YouTube, I have my hotkey set up to my number pad, and I just wound up clicking a bunch of them. So let's see. I put reptile calcium in with my apple snail. Yeah, I probably need to get probably need to do something with calcium in there for them. That's probably why they died. Big enough for a pond in the yard? It is big enough. I don't know if Margaret's going to let me do the pond. We'll see. She doesn't want me touching anything, really. So, we shall see. Erickson says, hi, where can I buy that 2-tier metal shelves you got back there? Those you can get at Lowe's. You want to get the ones with the, whatchamacallit? They're a red box, and they have the wooden shelf inserts. If you get the ones with the metal frame, it won't work properly. So that's the best way to do that. Sure. Okay. Koi, yes, I'm trying. Hopefully. Fingers crossed no one else goes live tonight. I'm running out of devices to stream on. How's it going, man? What's up, Johnny? Well, a couple people are live streaming actually on YouTube that I know of, that I follow. But this is my time slot, 7 to... Right now it's 7 to 8, but I'm probably going to do 7 to 8:30. And then Corey from Aquarium Co-op goes live at 8. Which kind of sucks that we intertangle our live stream but the good thing is we both stream on YouTube and Facebook. So, well, he doesn't stream on Facebook, but I do. But you could go back and watch my live streams after the fact, if you're watching on like Instagram or something like that. So, all right. So now about the giveaway ideas that I wanted to talk about. So in the new house, once we get set up, I'm going to start doing giveaways like crazy. Pretty much every YouTube video, or well, every video that goes up both on YouTube and Facebook is going to have a code in there. And the code is going to basically be time sensitive, and it's going to be like first come, first serve. So if you're one of the first people to watch the video and you see the code, you go to the website, you enter in the discount code at checkout. It may save you like $5, $20, $30, $50, $100, whatever it is, or it may give you like free stuff. The codes are actually going to say what they are. So during the video, it's going to like flash on the screen for a brief second and say like, save $25 off your order. Boom. You go enter that code. There may only be one use to that code, or 3 uses, or 5 uses, whatever I decide for that particular code. So like, if you watch the YouTube videos and watch the Facebook videos and all that, just like really, you know, click either the bell icon or the follow on Facebook, so you get notifications as soon as it goes live, because you're gonna get the chances to get those codes before everybody else. Okay, I know you can hear me. Also, there will be daily giveaways on Instagram still and on Snapchat, so if you're not following on either one of those. And basically, same thing with codes. Different codes are going to be posted there. You're going to have, you know, whatever amount of time frame to use them, and that'll be that. And it'll be numerous different things that you'll be able to win. So make sure you guys keep a lookout for that, because that's going to be big, I think. So, hi from Colorado. Hi, Diana. What's going on? How do we get a giveaway? So, Dwayne, basically, like I was just explaining, the gift codes are going to be in the YouTube videos that I post and the Facebook videos that I post daily, and also during live streams. So we're going to start doing giveaways during live streams as well in the new place. But it's going to be like first come, first serve. So if you don't use the code before somebody else, it's going to be, that's it. It might only be 1 use, it might be 2 uses. We'll have to see. So there's that. Also on Instagram and Snapchat, on the stories, there will be codes posted there you can check out, as well as on Instagram posts and probably on Facebook posts. People that comment within 1 minute and like the post will also be in the running to win a code, depending on what it is. So I decided to not be lazy and do water changes today. Hector, please.
Hector, leave. Here, I'm going to close the door, alright?
Okay. Also a couple pieces of door sedge in my high-tech tank. I wonder how fast it'll spread. Might spread pretty fast. What's up? Yusuf? I'm from Indonesia. Welcome. Diana says it's 5:18 p.m. my time. That's why I kept missing you dinner time. Ah, I see. Well, yeah, so I start streaming at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and usually lasts until 8 or 9. Let's see, Maggie says, Justin, I got a plant called tricolor lotus the other day. Apparently it's a different species from red tiger lotus. Have you ever heard of it? I haven't. Might be pretty cool though. Tricolor? What colors is it? Green, red, and probably something else? So among the giveaways in the I switched to night mode and it looks sweet. So among the giveaways, we're also going to be doing we're going to have rocks and driftwood in stock, and we should also have, why is that? I want to see that. There we go. So we're gonna have rocks and driftwood in stock, and I'm working on getting T-shirts also in of a couple different designs that I want to do. So we'll see. If I remember, I'll take a pic and DM it to you when the lights come on. All right, sounds good. Take a look at it. Lily says I was cycling my 20-gallon long, and this morning I saw water everywhere. So I'm seeing if it's the filter or the tank. I really hope it's the filter because that's an easier fix. Yeah, that's not good. Double check any of the seals to the filter. If it's is it a hang on back? Might be a hang on back. Damn, I missed it. What's the giveaway stipulations? Dang, you could go back and rewatch the video on YouTube, but basically it just, you gotta be watching faster than everybody else essentially, because during a bunch of hearts on Facebook, appreciate it, all you guys that can like and share and all that good stuff, it really helps. But basically for winning the giveaways, it's gonna be codes that flash on the screen during the YouTube videos, and also people commenting within the first 60 seconds of Facebook Facebook and Instagram posts will be able to win codes, and there will also be codes on Snapchat as well. I'm gonna do an official video that I'll explain everything as soon as we move into the new place. But just giving you guys a heads up to really stay tuned, because there's going to be massive amounts of giveaways. Make sure you get a woman's style tee for the giveaways. I definitely will. I'm also going to do a sleeveless shirt for Water Change Day, and that's going to say Water Change Wednesday on it, or hashtag WCW and then Water Change Wednesday, because I think that would be cool. You have a sleeveless shirt, so you don't have to worry about getting it in your tanks, and maybe a couple other designs on those. Do you ship internationally, Johnny? Right now I don't. One day I hope I can, though. David Franks, have you got a girlfriend? Yeah, she's been in a couple of my videos. I guess you're new to the area, David, but yes. Vicky says, David, he's got himself a pretty girl. Thank you. Will the shirts be available for international purchases? So I haven't figured that out just yet. I want to, and I know that it's possible, because shipping plants is one thing that's difficult because you need special certificates and all that. But as far as shipping like dry merchandise, I don't see it being a problem. So hopefully, if I can, shirts will be shipping international. I just have to look into price-wise, what it's going to cost for shipping and all that. But I'm hoping that I can provide that for international people. So at least when we start doing giveaways and I have shirts in stock and all that, people internationally could also win stuff. I mean, not necessarily plants, because plants are one thing, but you could win a shirt or something like that. Amber says she's gorgeous, and then David asks, is it you, Amber? No. Let's see. I literally had to empty the tank with a 1-gallon bucket. The filter hangs on the back. What's a good canister filter for a 7-gallon? I'll probably get Lily Pipes as well. What brand, Lily? Canister for a 7-gallon. I don't know if I would even bother with a canister for a 7-gallon. Yes to Water Change Wednesday tanks. Yeah, they could be cool. Nice man, cool. The filter is a Fluval Aqua Clear. No, I want a canister. I don't like the bulkiness of a sponge. Awesome. I need that Water Change Wednesday one. Yeah, so that's probably that, and just the H2O logo on a shirt will probably be the first 2 shirts, along with a couple designs that I have in the works. Hopefully that I get them done sooner. I still have to look into a supplier of the shirts that is going to print it for me and figure all that out. I also have to determine how much to order, because I don't know, if I get a bunch of shirts in, if it's going to be a nightmare with that. Show us your guppies. I don't have any guppies. Keegan says, I'll be setting up my first planted tank, or first all planted tank soon. 40 breeder, gonna hit you up for the whole stock. Last order I received, all the plants were beautiful and all are growing well. That's excellent to hear, Keegan. Yes, definitely. I'll be hopefully up and running within the first week of April, and I should have a bunch of plants in stock after that. How many tanks you... Small what? How many tanks you have, I'm guessing? Small Sun 602 for 7-gallon. That might work. Sun 602? Grr, I can't stay put. Why can't you stay put? T. Nicholas says, I'm getting... Oh, wait, hold on. T. Nicholas says, I'm getting another Prixie Frog. That's cool. Hey, way off topic, but you should braid your beard. It's not really long enough to braid it right now. When will you get H2O plants ink? What do you mean ink? Tossed off? Let's see. Yo, how are taxes in New Jersey compared to New York? So, New Jersey taxes, if we were to take the house value of what the house was, it's not necessarily what I paid for the house, but if we were to take the same house, the house that I bought was originally listed at $250,000. So if you take the house that was $250,000 and apply the tax bracket in New York, where I currently live, the taxes probably would have only been about $2,000 to $2,500 a year. In Jersey, it's $9,100 $9,100 for a first year of taxes. So the taxes are almost triple, or are triple. Yeah, they are triple. So it's a lot higher. But the house that I got in Jersey compared to Staten Island where I live, I would have had an attached house, probably no basement and very little yard, and had to live in like a community type thing. I would have hated that because I want to live on my own, isolated, you know, not touching anybody. Like, I want to be able to knock down walls in the middle of the night if I feel like I want to knock down walls. Like, I don't want anybody complaining about nothing. If I want to flood my damn basement, I want to flood my basement. So, yeah, so it was worth it. And $9,100 is a huge tax to pay, but I think I could cover it. Well, I know I could cover it. I did the math. We both make a decent amount of money to be able to cover it, so I'm not too worried about it. But it's a decent house. I'm gonna actually Tuesday when I go to chop up the floor, I'm gonna kind of do a little walkthrough and show everybody in a future video. It won't be live stream, but it'll be in a future video, so you guys can see a tour. I'll do a little tour of the house. And then I plan on filming what I'm doing for the plumbing in case you may be moving into a house or maybe want to set up a drain or don't have a slop sink or something like that. I figured I would do that. So, and I also want a blank canvas video before we move into the house, so that way, one, I have that for any sort of future use that I may want it for, and all that. So, but yeah, the taxes are extremely high. You ready for snow on Tuesday? Ugh, it's gonna suck. It's about to snow this week here in New York and New Jersey, I'm guessing, right in the middle of us moving everything. So I'm hoping that the snow isn't that bad. So I'm doing a 50% water change while watching this. Got a new heater, new plants since I couldn't order from Justin, and new discus on the way tomorrow. Nice, Eric. I'm sorry that I didn't have any plants, but we will be back up and running soon. Holy fug. Yeah, it's a lot of taxes. New York City price to buy a house is high, property tax is low. That is true. Yeah. Lily says, how do I get rid of green spot algae? Well, green spot algae on plants or green spot algae on glass, because there's, you know, two different methods. Damn, I'd purchase the shirt. I'll keep watching, hoping. Nice, Johnny. What up, Jenny? Jenny house tour? Yeah. There hopefully will be a house tour. Oh, tattoo. We're talking about a tattoo. Nice. H2O ink. Maybe one day. Okay, so no more spam, but is the tank in the back filled with water? The tank right here is not. That tank is empty. I want a Corey Doors tattoo. I'm back. Watt says, hey, do you like Germany? I've never been to Germany. One day, maybe. Okay, so how do you get rid of green spot algae on acrylic? You could get a... Hopefully this doesn't go anywhere. You get a mag float, and basically this is a... it's a magnet in here, and there's two pieces. And they make one specifically designed for acrylic, so make sure you get that one. And basically allows you to run it across your glass, and it'll break up all that. I don't know if you could use a razor blade. You might be able to on acrylic. I don't know if anybody else... I've never had an acrylic tank, so I don't know. Let's see. It's going to be like 2 feet. It better not be 2 feet of snow, Jake. Well, I'm hiring a damn moving company at that point. Blizzard watch in our area. Are you? Where are you? Tuesday, 8 to 12 inches. That sucks. Any chance you get an AR Mini? I actually have a ton of AR Mini growing. So how do you get green spot off plants? So, typically with green spot on plants, you could probably... the way I deal with it is not the way that I would suggest everybody to deal with it. And basically, the way I would deal with it is pull off the leaves that are getting algae on them, because... To me, it's more efficient to just remove the leaf than battling the algae that's growing on it. As long as the rest of the plant is healthy, I know that it could survive without that one leaf. If for whatever reason you didn't want to do that, you want to treat it, you could try hydrogen peroxide, turn off your filter, turn off any kind of flow in the tank so the water sits still, wait a couple minutes until it all disappears, and then use a a syringe with airline tubing on it, probably about 6 inches. So fill the syringe and then squirt the hydrogen peroxide on the infected leaves, and that should disrupt the algae and kind of kill it. You can't use that on everything like moss. It'll hurt it if you try, and you could use hydrogen on most other types of algae, and it usually will work. But if you use it on like moss or anacris or jungle vows, it could also kill those plants, so just be very careful. So that's the way you could effectively treat it. Also, normally green spot algae is caused from too much light. So what'll happen is you might not have any green spot algae when you're halfway down your tank, but as your plant grows towards the top, it's getting too much light, and then it starts to grow green spot algae on that. So the best way to control that without having to treat with hydrogen peroxide all the time is either raise your lights up higher, dim them if they have a dimmer, turn their photosynthesis period down, or just trim the plants so they don't reach the top of the water. Those are the solutions for that. Let's see. Do you have a self-sustained tank with no filter or water changes? So, Stefan, I actually have not done a water change on the 3 tanks that I have still set up right now. Those 2, but those 2 I'm getting tons of algae on. This one, I'm not really getting any algae. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I am getting some cyanobacteria, which I'm not worried about. And then I'm getting some green spot on the glass. But I'm not worried about the tanks right now because after the move, they're going to cycle anyway and there's going to be issues. So I'm just letting them go. I'm not even worried about it. Would AR Mini grow with no CO2? Actually, it would. AR Mini, right now, we have in Margaret's vases in the kitchen, and it has no CO2, and it's growing phenomenally. It has no light, and it's growing phenomenally. So, yes, I would say it would. Hello from Texas. Welcome, Jalen. Yeah, H2O2 turned my flame moss yellow-brown and killed it. Yeah. So H2O2 or hydrogen peroxide, if you're going to use that as a treatment on plants, mosses you can't use it on. Any sort of plant like a jungle val or anacris you can't use it on. And you could possibly use it on crips, but you'll probably wind up melting the leaf. And at that point, it's just easier to remove the leaf and have it grow new ones. That's the best way to do it. What size CO2 tank do you have, and how many tanks run on one tank? How long does it last? Seth. So Seth, the CO2 tank that I have is a 15-pound tank, and that will last me, I'm guessing probably 6 months to a year for the 5 tanks that I have running off of it right now. Hopefully longer. The problem is I haven't been able to judge that because I had several small leaks happening in my CO2 system, which I recently fixed. So if I had to guess, I had probably 6 months with 5 tanks running off of it, maybe longer. If you have one tank, a 5-pound tank will probably last you a year, no matter what size tank it is. It all depends on your flow rate of CO2. Rob Hicks says, "Hey there, H2O and all you tankers. Welcome, Rob. What's going on?" Oh, so one other thing that I wanted to kind of touch on. I don't know how many videos we have stockpiled, but basically this upcoming week, tomorrow I'm going to have very little time to film, if at all. Tuesday, I'm only going to film the house tour and film me installing or chopping up concrete. I don't know if that'll be its own video or if that'll be part of another video. And we'll see on that. So I don't know when, as far as YouTube and Facebook goes, if there's going to be a short break in videos for a week or so until we're set back up. I'm going to record everything, but like it may take time to get all the footage to Nate and have him edit. So if you don't see a couple videos for a couple days, don't worry. It's just, part of the move. We do have a couple videos on backlog, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm, I don't know how that's all going to work. Will you sell I don't even know how to pronounce that. Cephagonum moss or other plants for a terrarium. I don't know. I mean, that's a hard question to answer because I don't know what I'll do in the future. Right now, no, but maybe in the future if it's kind of asked for, maybe. I was thinking about being able to supply pothos. Did you make mac and cheese?
No.
Why does it smell like macaroni and cheese?
I made ninja soup.
Oh,
You want a grilled cheese? I'll make you a grilled cheese if you want.
Grilled cheese.
You know, 2 slices of bread and cheese in the middle. Grilled cheese? Yes or no?
I'll take grilled cheese. This is why I love her. So yeah, I was thinking about with bacon. I don't eat meat, but if I did eat meat, I used to get it with bacon and tomato on it. So yeah, so with the what was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, supplying pothos. Yeah, I was thinking about having pothos plants on the website, like trimmings, like you get a piece of it and that you could stick in your hang-on back filter because I have a bunch of it growing. So, and that and a wandering Jew plant. It's basically a red purple ivy type plant like pothos that you can grow in the hang-on back filter as well. We've been actually testing it out in the jars and it grows pretty well. So I was thinking about sticking that in some of the filters on the bottom of the tanks, how I'm going to rig it with the 2-tiered system and see how that works. So, but who knows? Yeah. Let's see. People aren't talking. This is odd. Last live stream we had a bunch of questions. You're a vegan. I can't watch your videos anymore. Not a vegan, a vegetarian. There's a difference. I still eat eggs and cheese. What are you doing?
The baby lost his lunchbox, so I'm looking for something to substitute with.
How do you lose his lunchbox?
I don't know.
Don't judge me.
You don't have a brown paper bag, do you?
Brown paper bag?
Yeah.
No. No, that got packed up. We did have that big lunch bag, but that got packed up. We're living out of boxes right now. Everything is literally packed. Outside of what you see in this room right now, which will be packed Friday night. Friday night, the rest of this room will be packed up because I have to leave a couple things out because the tanks have to be drained. So the 55 and those other 240s, I need to drain them, move everything, and so yeah. So the rest of the stuff that I have out right now has to stay out. You getting snow too? Yep, we are getting snow. Hopefully not that much. What's up, Mark from Texas? How's it going? What's up, Jason? David? What's going on? What size CO2 tank for a 60-gallon tank? You could do a 5-gallon. That's probably... You're a vegetarian. I can't watch your videos anymore. Don't be a hater. What do you use potassium for? Well, potassium's a building block of plants. It's one of the most commonly used minerals next to nitrogen. LRB, where are you that you're getting a foot of snow? Please don't say that. We gotta move. We're starting to move Tuesday night, so I'm hoping that the snow isn't that bad. Literally, Saturday we have the biggest U-Haul truck you can get is a 26-footer, and everything is going in there, and that's it. We're out of here. I'm getting 12 to 18 inches. Baby, we're getting a foot here, probably.
What?
We're probably getting a foot of snow.
I hope not.
Jake's saying he's getting 12 to 18, so...
Yeah, he lives in West Bubblefuck, so that's...
No, he lives North Jersey. He lives relatively close. Aaron Dutch joined on Facebook. What up, Aaron? Let's see. I'm driving, not safe to type. Well, yeah, don't type and drive. Why don't you eat meat? Health or animal cruelty part? It's a couple of different reasons. The main reason, outside of the animals and how they're treated and all that, is I've lost both my grandparents and my father to cancer, and reducing red meat and other meat substances can greatly reduce your chance of any sort of cancers. So I just cut that out, along with a bunch of other stuff. It wasn't just meat; it was like fixing my diet completely. So it was, and on top of that, the environmental impact. But I don't judge people. You could eat whatever you want. Margaret's a meat eater. She hates me for not eating meat, but it is what it is. I'm in southeastern PA. Okay. Where do you live? I live in Staten Island right now, but we are moving to New Jersey. What?
If I put this on it.
Oh my god. Because we don't have any pans, right?
Yes, if I put this on a fire thing, will
no.
catch fire?
It won't catch fire, but no. Why don't you just put it in the toaster? You have the toaster, alright?
I have the toaster, but it doesn't taste the same.
It'll be fine. You could grill it on the toaster.
Fine, you want to eat government cheese? I got you.
What's a good CO2 diffuser? It really depends on what kind of diffusion you're trying to go with. Either you could go with a inline diffuser like I'm using, which if you look in the description, I linked a bunch of equipment down below on YouTube if you want to know my setup or any of the equipment that I use. But you could get an ATTOMIC diffuser, you get a ceramic disc infuser, and you could get a Rick's Gregg reactor, and all three of those you can diffuse CO2 with. It really depends on what you want to do, what your current setup is, and all that stuff. It's time for cleaning. Nice, Chuck. Clean those tanks. Octonation, he's back. I'm back. Did you miss us? Maybe a little. What's up, Matkea? Yeah, I'm in North Jersey, woman, not West Bumblefuck. I'm going to be like 30 minutes away from you. I'll ask my girlfriend how much she is getting because she is at school right now. Oh, it's 5 to 10 minutes away from the new place. That sucks. Loop Diesel and H2O have live streams. Which one to watch? No, whichever one, Jazz. But you could always go back later and watch either one because they start at YouTube. Bud, milk is bad too. Go vegan. I know. I've been trying to go vegan. I'm basically I like to classify myself as a reducitarian, and basically I just eat less.
You ain't going vegan. You go vegan, this relationship ends.
Or buying a house, you're stuck with me.
That don't mean shit.
I try and eat as little eggs and milk products as possible, but unfortunately we eat out a lot, so it's hard to do. But I do try and eliminate that as much as possible. Do you do local pickup? AB, I kind of do. I'm going to be in New Jersey, though, in literally next week, so I won't be in Staten Island anymore, and I saw that you were in Brooklyn, so it may be out of your driving schedule, or driving, wherever. But I'll still be working in Staten Island during my day job, so I could always meet you somewhere. If she leaves you, I call dibs. Dibs on me or her, Octo? Now, I don't know if you went over this, but I missed it. If you did, is this the last stream forever? No, so this is not the last stream forever. It's just the last stream for probably about a week or so. What?
I can make it forever.
She's so creepy. She's like, she has one eye on the side of the door. So we're gonna start to move basically Tuesday. So Wednesday night I'm not gonna have any time to live stream, so there's no live stream. Wednesday, our internet hopefully will be installed Friday night in the new place, and we're gonna be starting to move Saturday. But Sunday to do another live stream on next Sunday, I won't have any time. I have to still set up all the tanks. I have to get them ready. Maybe I'll live stream. I have to set up the computer, get that situated. I have to start mapping out stuff. I kind of want to build the wooden tank stands that I'm going to do because I'm not going to be using these wooden ones anymore, or these metal ones. But I don't think I'm going to have time for that either, so these are going to have to get set up temporarily, and then I'm going to have to build the wood frames over the next couple of weeks, and then put those in and move the tanks again, so... I would build them now, I just don't have any spot to put them, so... we're working on it. But, yeah, so probably won't be streaming until not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. That'll probably be the next live stream. Sunday maybe, but we'll have to see. I don't know. Oh, dibs on me, Octonation. She's jealous of us. Or she's jealous of Octopus. That's our nickname for each other. We call each other our octopus. Speak Portuguese. I don't know any Portuguese. At 10,000 subs, eat a hamburger with real meat, not a veggie burger. Nah. I can't bring myself to eat any more meat. What size CO2 tank for its 10-gallon tank? You could probably go with a paintball container. I drink almond milk. I haven't found an almond milk or like a coconut milk that I really like. It's what? Hold on. Come back here. I want to show everybody you. She's peeking out the corner. Please, you'll find a way to live stream. We'll see. I don't know for sure. If I do live stream, I'll tell you right now it's going to be on Instagram. So if nobody follows me on Instagram, go follow on Instagram, H2O Plants. Link is in the description on YouTube and Facebook. You can find me on it. Doing water changes, enjoy the live feed. Well, nice, Matt. Glad you appreciate it. Let's see. Try cashew or coconut milk. It's pretty good.
I would have cut it for you, but I packed the knives. Relax, it's not fucking poison. Eat it.
Can I get some ketchup?
Ew, ketchup?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It's like having tomatoes on it.
That's some white people shit? Ew.
Hey, whatever works for you. I am type 1 diabetic and have used to have Crohn's too. I still have Crohn's, but have not had a problem in 6 months. Thank you. I've been vegan for almost a year. I also take half the insulin I used to. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I tried to get rid of stuff. Is Corey going to live stream? I think Corey's going to live stream. He starts around 8 o'clock, so he starts in about 10 minutes.
You also have your leftovers. You want that?
I'll eat that after my grilled cheese. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't know. I just haven't found a good brand of like almond milk or anything that I really like. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I never drank milk to begin with. Like, I'm not a milk drinker. I just enjoy cheese a whole lot. So it's totally some white people shit. Hashtag WPS. Why does she got hate on my ketchup and grilled cheese? Even this guy's ketchup is organic. Yes, it is. Organic ketchup. Actually, if you, one of the biggest things that people don't know, like Heinz ketchup, if you don't get the organic, is 70% high fructose corn syrup and 30% tomato concentrate. This is organic tomato concentrate with water, organic tomato paste, organic sugar, organic vinegar, salt, organic spices, organic onion powder. So,
45 pears.
What do you want, creeper? I'm gonna. She's being creepy. Look at her.
I'm watching you.
Are you? You see her right there? So yeah. I put ketchup on my blue box mac and cheese. I don't go that far. There's the man. What up, D? Me, I drink organic soy milk, but try to eat only real non-processed food. Yeah, I try and eat as little processed food as possible. Unfortunately, because like we're moving, we've been eating out a whole lot. So in the new house,
One is enough, or you want another one before we put the shit away?
I'm good with this. I'll have my leftovers. Thank you. Try beer, way better for you. I don't drink beer. The last live stream? Yes, the last live stream forever. What brands did you try, Justin? The almond milk? I can't even remember. I know I've tried Nature's Choice, I think it is. I've tried coconut milk from... What is it? I don't know. It's a couple different things. I used to think ketchup was spicy because it was red. Soy is bad for men. Yeah, soy, well, in moderation it's okay, but I don't eat a whole lot of soy products. I mean, maybe like once a week I'll have something that's made out of soy. Gonna let the masses know you're live streaming now. Thanks, D. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys can share the stream or let people know, that's great. In my opinion, the organic ketchup tastes way better. It really does. When is the $1 per gallon sale usually? So it's every 3 months, and it's coming up at the end of March. So I'm actually planning to go buy about 8 to 10 40-gallon breeders. So I'm going to hit up all the Petcos and PetSmarts in the area of the new house, because I need all those tanks, because in the next 2 or 3 months they'll all be set up. So might as well buy them now. That's a good woman right there, bringing you food. She's only doing it for camera. She wants to get brownie points with you all. She can't hear me, so that's awesome. Just bought some flame moss. What up, D? Daria Z and flipping him off. Have you tried silk for almond milk? I don't think. Did I try it? I might have tried it. I wasn't. I can't remember. How long till you have willow, hydro, and blue? I'm fiending. So I actually have a really tall stalk of hydro blue right there, that really big stalk right there, but that's my only one growing, but it's huge. And then hydro willow is that plant right there, and I have a couple stems of that, but I really have to propagate that and get it going. Hopefully in the new place, once we get the once I get the basement set up, get these tanks filled, get the new tanks for the $1 per gallon sale, and I start building the shelves, start building the shelves, because it's going to be a 2-tiered rack system. I'm going to order a ton of it from my nursery and really try and propagate a bunch of stem plants that I have, even more than I have now. You rubbing 2 cameras? I got you on my TV via YouTube and my phone via Instagram. Nice, D. H2O times 2. How can you tell the difference between water spray and wisteria, and how would you know what type of wisteria you have? So by what type of wisteria you have, what do you mean? Because as far as I know, there's only one type of wisteria, and the way you can figure that out is water sprite grows from a central location by the roots and shoots up multiple leaves out of it, so it almost looks like a sword plant, right? Water wisteria, well, it does shoot out side shoots, has a central stem that grows straight up. So if you see one central stem that grows straight up and leaves sprout off of that.
Sorry. He's in the bath. When he's ready, just shoot me a text and let me know.
Let him drown?
That's it.
Let him drown. Okay, you got it. So. Can I buy him? Laugh out loud. I'll wait. I've learned to buy quality from friends, or from quality friends. So much more worth it to help hobbyists and get better plants. Yeah, I agree. It's better to buy better plants from it. So I'm not a fan of the chat on the screen. Really? You're the first person to say you don't like it. You know what it is? It in my opinion, it helps people that are going to watch this after the fact. It's a little big. I can resize it. I could definitely resize it. We could try that. Let's see. Walter, stop. Very big? Okay. Okay, alright. Listen, give me feedback. I'll fix it. So let's see. What if I did something like that big? Would that be better? How about that? How does that look? Little longer, like tall wise, so like, but keep it as narrow as it is. Perfect. Okay, so that's good. I feel that's good. I want people that are after the fact being able to read the chat if they so happen to. Okay, all right, so we're good then. Can you open those PDFs with your social on it? Yeah, you saw those. That's all the house paperwork that I had to come up with. All those files, you didn't even see all of them, but that's freaking so much paperwork. Tax ID, or what was it? Not tax ID. Tax returns, W-2s, savings accounts, history of your bank account for like the last 3 months, pay stubs for like the last 4 weeks or 4 pay periods. A bunch of stuff. I noticed my Java fern started to get something brown. Then I noticed it was a root. Is that normal? Depends. I would have to see a picture of it, but yeah. Buy your new house. My girlfriend said y'all are gonna get about 8 to 12 inches. Oh, buy the new house. You're all gonna get 8 to 12 inches. That sucks. That means when is it supposed to start snowing? Tuesday night? Because that means I have to go shovel. Because if we don't shovel the sidewalk and somebody slips and falls at Tuesday, it's our responsibility. This is my sandwich, not for you. Go away. What program are you using to stream now? So I use OBS. It's something that I've had for years, back when I used to do video game videos on YouTube. It just worked out good. Damn, I just found out the metal bands around plants from other sellers are lead. Regrets. Yeah, I think the ones that I have too are lead. I don't sell them, but I was thinking, I don't know, would anybody be interested in them? They're soft lead. I don't think they're poisonous for like short-term usage, but long-term can be. I don't know if they're lead. I have to ask. I mean, most of the plants that come in and that sit in the other tanks, I mean, I don't have any fish in them, but they're lead. I don't notice. I mean, the snails live. Up. Come here. Up. Jump up. Jump up. Jump up. He wants my grilled cheese. You can't have my grilled cheese. No. Have you ever done a drawing or a layout for the new fish room? So I haven't drawn it out yet because I plan on putting it all in AutoCAD. Right now my main focus is just get these plants or these tanks set up somewhere, get them filled, get them growing, and then I'm going to rework the layout later. Because there's several things that I have to do to the basement anyway, so yeah. But I plan on mapping it out in AutoCAD. Let's see. How much is your shipping? So right now, I'm shipping $8.50 for insulated packages and $10 for with the heat pack. I think I have wisteria from the description you gave me. It has one big root thing and it has stems branching out of that main ball of roots. No, that would be water sprite that you have. Oh, Walter. Yeah, my doggy. Some are made with a mix of lead and zinc. Yeah, cute dog. Thank you. Finally, man with a real-sized dog. Yeah, he's about 50 pounds. Oh, Instagram. We're gonna go down. I'll bring the stream back up. It's been an hour already. Damn. When I move into my old place, I want a Great Dane. Your old place or new place, you mean? We actually plan on getting a second dog after we move. We're gonna go and adopt another dog. This is my sandwich. Just because you're looking at it doesn't mean you're gonna get any. You already got some good stuff earlier. What type? We actually don't know what type of dog. It's pretty much we're gonna go and just see what the shelters have around our area, unless I find something on like Pet Finder or something that we really want. It's really just gonna depend. Margaret doesn't want anything too big, like nothing as big as Walter now, so something slightly smaller. But I don't want a like a small like purse dog because Walter wants to play. Walter needs a friend. So, have you seen my wall? I did, but I don't remember what type of dog it is. I actually kind of want a miniature Schnauzer. Is that what they are? Because they're cool. I like their little mustache thing that they got going on. And they're decent. I mean, they're not nearly as big as Walter is, but it at least isn't like a tiny dog. Oh, you have a German Shepherd. That's awesome. I just dropped my zip tie. I'd love to get like a Husky, you know, but Margaret doesn't want any big dogs. She wants something that doesn't shed nearly as much as Walter does. Walter sheds so much. It's such a shame. Like, there's hair everywhere. So, it's interesting to see how YouTube sends comments because I corrected old to own and it doesn't look like it's sent. Huh, that's weird. I was late to the stream because I was sleeping, but the first thing I did was go on YouTube. Oh, nice. You can get the new place wired for automatic water changes and the whole nine. Yeah, so I'm actually planning on doing that. So the new place is going to have an automatic water change system. It's also going to have, I might even set up a 24-hour live feed for it if you, for whatever reason, if anybody was interested in that type of thing. I'm debating on doing that. So, yeah. Walter's like, seriously, you're talking about cheating on me? My German Shepherd sheds a shit ton. Like, it's unreal. Yeah, we had to buy one of those Roomba things just to keep up with his shedding. Because he sheds like there's no tomorrow. Even if I brush him and bathe him, still sheds. But in the new house, because I actually have he hates water, so it's impossible for me to give him a bath without like putting up a fight. In the new house, we have a stand-up shower, right? So I'm gonna be able to just throw him in there real quick and shower him off. So I'm really hoping that it makes it easier for me to take care of that.
I found my next getaway.
What's that?
Driftwood Beach.
Driftwood Beach? Are you gonna go get tons of driftwood?
Apparently, there's nothing but driftwood.
Is it in the United States?
Yes.
Where?
In Georgia.
So we gotta drive down there.
No, that's too far to drive.
No, we gotta drive down there.
That's too far to drive.
No, what I'm saying
It's
is
borderline Florida.
we have to drive down there so that way we could load the truck up with driftwood and I can bring it back. No? I mean, it's a plan. Come on, it pays for the trip. Free driftwood. So, yeah. But Margaret doesn't want a big dog because she can't handle Walter as it is. He's big. He's not like huge. I mean, there's plenty of bigger dogs, but she wants something a bit smaller. Let's see. I've heard horror stories about Roomba, like it picking up crap and dragging it all around. Well, luckily he doesn't have that problem. He's very well potty trained. In the beginning, though, he was horrible. He would pee all over the place. The moment I would wake up, he peed on me several times when I was running him down the stairs when I first got him. Because I got him when he was only 4 months old, so he wasn't potty trained yet or anything like that. So, stealing wood, shameful. Oh, come on. Everybody goes out and gets some wood. I might just take a little bit extra. My new boost is actually growing. Yes, nice. Well, good thing about moving to New Jersey is I'm pretty sure we have the law that only allows places to sell rescue dogs. That's great. Well, I didn't buy Walter. I actually rescued him, and I plan on rescuing the next dog because I don't want to support the breeding and selling of dogs. At least the excessive kind. Like I know there are some people that breed and they have integrity, but there's a lot of puppy mills out there that I don't like. Find out where your sewer drain is before you start plumbing the tanks. You'll be happier later. So I actually do know where this sewer drain is because they had the wall open, but they recently closed it, which I'm like, I don't understand why you guys closed everything. They encased the basement bathroom floor where the toilet and the sink should be in concrete. I'm like, ugh. I saw it when it was open, so I know the drains are there. They closed them up. I'm like, I really wish you guys wouldn't have done that. But they did it anyway. I think to get their sign off, they needed to. And then they closed the wall where the master drain is to the house, which I'm not worried about. I'm going to tap into... The way I'm going to do it is the tanks actually all have to be plumbed. Actually, I might do it the other way. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but I have to plumb the tanks up and overhead most likely. So they're going to drain into like a thing that's going to have a pump that's going to pump them up over the head of the basement and into the slop sink, which will then drain into the drain, and that's probably going to be the best way of doing it, so we'll see. Taking wood across state lines is a federal offense under Trump. Is it really? I stole wood this morning. How about the Irish Wolfhound? I've never seen those. I actually really want a Border Collie, but I doubt Margaret's going to be okay with that. They seal it to eliminate the smell. Oh, okay, I see, because there's no P-trap there, so that would explain why. Makes sense. I have to chop that open then and install. They said they capped it though. I really hope they capped it and just didn't fill the whole thing with concrete, because I really don't want to have to dig up and replumb that drain. But if I have to, I will. But I really need to get water in the basement because right now I have no way of filling the tanks other than, I don't know. You can use a waste storage tank with a float valve which will pump to a slop sink. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about getting like a 55-gallon drum, putting it in the basement somewhere, and having everything flow to that through a natural pitch, and then once it fills up to a certain point, kick on the pump it out, and do that. But I also want to do some sort of water feature in the backyard, and I was thinking of a way to reuse that wastewater in that system because I want to do like a waterfall or some sort, or a pond. So I'm thinking like if I could figure out a way to reuse that water, but then it's like, okay, well then once it cycles through the system, it has to come back inside and go through the master drain, I would guess. So I would have to run plumbing outside, then back inside to go back into the master drain and drain out. I don't know. We'll see. Are you good with plumbing? Never have I done plumbing, but I'm a pretty quick learner, and I will figure it out. I have a Border Collie / Saint Bernard mix, and she is brilliant. The Border Collies are the smartest dogs, and that's why I really want one, because their intelligence is super cool to me. Like, I really like it. Not that you're stupid or anything. I love you. You're my little boy. No, no. You go right for the food. I was trying to show you love and affection, and all you want is food. All he wants is food. Does your new house have CFL lighting or LED? How do I convince my family to switch LED lights? They are using the circle tube CFLs. So William, I don't think they are LEDs, but I'm switching them all to LEDs because Hector, Margaret's son, likes to keep all the lights on. I'm also going to do a fully automated lighting system where if nobody's in the room, shuts off. I can turn them on manually through my phone if I'm not home, and all that. So I plan on running super high efficiency in the house because it just saves money. On the 4 tanks running all the LEDs, my lighting bill or my overall electric bill only jumped maybe $20 to $40. So it makes sense to do that way. Do it that way. And then what was the other thing I want to do? Can't remember. Oh, I want to do solar panels eventually, but I need some money for that first. Home Depot is going to love you. Yes, they are, because I'm going to walk in there every single day being like, I need more pieces because I fucked up. But yeah, we're actually, with the housewarming party, we're only asking for Home Depot and Lowe's gift cards because I'm going to be in there a whole lot. We haven't even moved in yet, and I already spent $400 in Home Depot. I had to get a shop vac because I'm going to need that. Luckily at work I have the tools that I need to break up the concrete, so I don't even need to buy those or rent those, so that saves me a ton of money because those tools, I'm not doing it by hand. I'm doing it, with electric tools and banging it out real fast. And then we also got an air compressor and a spray gun to paint the walls with and paint the ceiling. Christopher says, I have that same big rack behind you, but I'm scared of the weight. What do you think its max weight is? Well, it lists 800 pounds, I think, per shelf, and 40-gallon breeders are only 400 pounds. So these have supported these just fine for the last 4 to 6 months. So I don't see there being any issue. You can do solar panels pretty cheap if you do it yourself. One problem with that, my house is super tall. The roof is super slanted, right? So it's like super pitched, and I'm afraid of heights. So I will be hiring somebody to do that. Actually, Border Collie can be the worst dog in the home if they don't have a job. They need jobs. They'll get bored and rip up your stuff. Yeah, well, I'll put a mop in its mouth and tell it to clean. Let's see. Oh, scrolling on that chat. Let me scroll on this chat. Let's see. Don't convince them. Just change all the bulbs, or tell them it'll save money. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. What's up? Did you move? Not yet. Let's Get a Fitness. Next Saturday, or this upcoming Saturday, we will be packing and move. Well, we have everything packed, but we'll have the truck and actually be moving. I don't remember seeing a pond in the backyard on the wifey's drawing. Yeah, she didn't draw that in there yet. Are you going to use cameras to detect if anyone's in the room? So there's going to be security cameras in the basement, so I can monitor the fish room at all times. There's going to be a flood sensor that's going to tie into the security system, which I ordered. There's going to be motion sensors or door sensors, brake glass sensors, and then I'm also going to have a external security system that monitors all areas of the house, because with the amount of fish equipment that I'll have in there, you never know. Somebody breaks in, I need to be able to find out who did it and get them to, yeah. Where did you get your shelf? Want to make sure it's the same one. I got mine from Lowe's. Should be about $80. It'll be in a box that has a red front or like some black overlays around the corners of it, but it's the red one with the wooden bottom. So can we still order? So the only, honestly, I wouldn't want anybody ordering right now because everything is literally packed and I don't want to go through boxes to pick out stuff. But first week of April, I plan on being up and running, so you can order then. My wife, daughter, and I went looking at new houses today, and when the realtor heard me say, "Where will my fish room go?" he almost choked. Yeah. Why not just use paint rollers instead of a spray gun? Because I want to white box the basement for better video quality and overall. So I want to paint all the ceilings in the basement white, all the rafters and all that, and I also want to paint all the walls and everything. So it's all white box, and it's good to go. Also, because Margaret redoes furniture, it makes sense to have that spray gun because it's easier to spray paint furniture with. Are you going to look into an aquaponics system? I actually want to. I have an idea for making a wall that the wastewater from the aquariums gets. What are you doing? What are you doing? I have an idea that the wastewater from the aquariums... No, that is my sandwich, sir. That is my sandwich. Oh, thank you. I have an idea that all the water from the aquariums that gets changed through the water change gets pumped out to the backyard, gets lifted up, and then drains out the top of something that has herbs and other stuff growing in it. And then that'll drain out, maybe go into some other sort of type of water feature, and then get pumped into our central waistline. And that way, at least the water isn't being exactly wasted, you know, it's actually getting its fill. Well, it's Havoc. It's my first live stream on Facebook. Well, welcome, Havoc. Welcome to Facebook. Can't find a bigger Brooklyn home that'll fit my reef and plants and things. Yeah, good luck in Brooklyn. You're going to be looking, unless you have a big budget, you're going to be looking for a long time to find something affordable, depending on your income level. Justin's going to be watched by the NSA with all the cameras he's going to have. I'm going to be watched by the FBI just because of my electric bill and all that. Are you on Twitch? I'm on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, all streaming at the same time, so. Let's see. Can you vlog the move? So I'm going to vlog portions of it. Probably not the whole thing, but we'll see. Like, all dogs, border collies need brain stimulations. If they don't get it, they won't be afraid to show it. Yeah. Luckily, Walter's pretty calm. I mean, I could leave him here all day and he's good. Why are you licking your paws? What did you do? Why are you licking the floor, you weirdo? He's a weirdo. Yeah, so luckily he's pretty good. I want to order some of your plant ferts. Everything's boxed up. I really should take them off the website. If you need them, though, let me know. I'll send them out. But if you could wait like 2 weeks, at least wait for me to move. I could ship it out after we move because I'll have that unpacked. But the plants won't be up until like April 1st. So, which water animal is your favorite? Well, right now I like my electric blue ram the most. Walter, what are you doing? Why are you licking the floor? He's a weirdo. He's licking the floor. Why are my comments so late? I don't know, Daria. Why are they? Floating styrofoam with plants works outside. Just the cats and squirrels love aquaponic systems. Ah, yes, I see. Yeah, that'll be a problem. I'll have to look into a way to keep squirrels and cats at bay. But see, I was thinking of them being on the wall. I mean, I know squirrels could probably climb the wall, but it would be like a wall, right? And from the top, the water would pour down, and on the side of the wall will be the plants, like, coming off the side of the wall. That's kind of what I was thinking. But, and then the NSA will tap into the cameras and see what you're doing. They could see. It's fine. Don't plug in your cameras and mic. Give away all the plants. I can't give away all the plants. I can wait. All right. Yeah, Eric, just as soon as I move, so, you know, like after next Saturday, you can order and I should be able to ship out probably by, I would say, Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Not this coming week, but the following week. I should have stuff unboxed then and I could ship out at least ferts and stuff. Logan says, hola, what's up? What's up, Logan? Christopher says, feed your fish worms. I breed worms and sometimes drop in a few. I don't feed live worms because I just don't like it. But I do feed freeze-dried bloodworms. Occasionally they like it. I also feed my S1 food high in protein. It's good for them. So, is the FluVolt 2.0 LED worth the price? Yes, it is. I enjoy it. I usually keep my computer camera unplugged unless I'm using it. I keep it plugged in. I don't care. I'm not doing anything illegal. So, perfectly fine with that. Let's see here. So unfortunately, on Saturday we were supposed to have a video done, but Nate's computer shut down on him, and he wasn't able to edit Saturday's episode, so we missed a day. But I know we have a couple of videos for next week. Let's see. I feed my cichlids worms sometimes. I got some stuff, but I like that all in one. I still dose with Excel, yeah. Just be careful with Excel and Jungle Vals, because I know you ordered the Ruby Red Jungle Val, I believe, right? If you dose Excel, it might kill it. Ever since I watched the Snowden movie, I've been hella weirded out by cameras. Jake, they're monitoring your cell phone, so at the end of the day, if you have a cell phone and you walk around with it, they know everything about you. Google knows everything about you, and if Google knows everything about you, the NSA knows everything about you. What's up, Smith? Playing some Titanfall, nice. What lights would you recommend for a low-tech planted tank that are cheap? Depends on the size of the tank. What's up, Justin? How long will you be live streaming? I'm going to probably live stream for about another 10-15 minutes. Babe. TW8 or TWD?
UTF?
What?
UTF?
No, not DTF. TWD. She's not answering me. Yeah, the NSA knows everything. It's useless to try and hide. They know everything. If you have... The only way to stay completely synonymous is to go completely off the grid. No credit cards, no debit cards, no cell phone, no internet access, nothing. If you have that, they know enough about you. TWD? The Walking Dead? Is he going to bed soon?
DTF?
DTF? Maybe after TWD. No?
Answer my question first.
I answered your question. 2 10 gallons. You could probably light with like literally anything. Look into Marineland. Look into Phoenix. The house you guys are moving in is nice. Thanks, Radius. Yeah, if you, I'm guessing you follow Margaret and you've seen the pictures. Let's see. Have you ever watched Tanked? Oh, yeah, I've watched a couple episodes. Kill Plants? Yeah, Excel will actually hurt Vals and Anacris and Crips if you use too much, because they're very sensitive to it, because Excel has a chemical in it that hurts fast-growing plants, aka algae, and that's what it is. So Titanfall is a loser game. I like Titanfall. I haven't played the second one. I actually didn't even play the first one, but it's fun to watch. I'm about to get ready to move as well from Florida to North Carolina. Oh, nice. That's a big move. Is it on Netflix at William Gwan? Are you giving the wifey antique shopping time or antiquate shopping time, or is it all fish shops? Well, she already has picked out most of the stuff that she's wanting, so she knows what she wants to get. It would be easy for you to go off the grid. You can just eat plants since you're a vegetarian. Why you gotta hate on me? Let's see. Iron Fist comes out Friday. I heard the first 6 episodes might be crap. I'm hoping that it picks up after that. Maybe that's why my valves melted. That could be why. Can you move the chat down on the screen? Down where? Because for some reason it doesn't let me manually move it, but I could do like position. I could do center. No, that's center there. I want it. Walter, stop. You're hitting my hand. Order, no. Size. Move. I can't move it. It won't let me move it. Now it's just in the middle of the screen. Move to bottom? No. Can I move to right? Or move to left? Oh wait, hold on. If I go move center, and then if I do move left, oh, there we go. Boom, there we go. Maybe that's better. How's it going? What up, Floyd? Christopher says do chat on top. So I can't do the chat on Facebook, but the chat's on the YouTube video if you want to take a look. Have you ever had experience with Mexican dwarf crayfish? I have not. What do you fertilize? What do you fertilization for crypts? I just fertilize whatever I have. Excel is a carbon substitute. It's essentially CO2 in a liquid type form, and then that could cause crypts and other things to melt. But you should be dosing nutrients as well. It's two different things. No more dosing Excel. I thought Excel was supposed to be good. It is. It can harm valves. The best way to do it is use small amounts of Excel. So like, if you're using CO2, don't use Excel at all. But if you're only using Excel, you can put in about a quarter of the dosage, and that'll usually help with growth and not kill off valves and stuff. Logan says, I'm starting a 40-gallon tank here in a bit. Is there a good, inexpensive substrate I can use for it, a planted tank, or any ideas of what I can do to have a nice low-tech planted tank? So if you're going low-tech, you could do simple like pool filter sand or black diamond blasting sand with just root tabs. If you want to get slightly more expensive, you could do like Eco Complete and Seachem Fluorite. Those are relatively inexpensive for a 40-gallon tank. You're maybe looking at 2 or 3 bags, and I think the bags are anywhere between 15 and 20 bucks. So you're probably looking at about 60 bucks, but you'll have a good, decent substrate for everything. You could also do just like 1 bag of like Eco Complete, just so you have a thin layer of it on the bottom, and then cap it off with some kind of sand, which would be good. Let's see. I'm gonna go off the grid now. Bye. Jake, you're not going off the grid. You're not allowed. Have you watched Orange is the New Black? Best show on Netflix? I watch Orange is the New Black. It's good. I don't think it's the best show on Netflix. Actually, I think Jessica Jones is probably the best Netflix show outside of House of Cards. House of Cards is really good, although I didn't really like the last season all too well. Stranger Things was good too. I have 3 types of crypts, and yep, I use half the recommended dose to not melt them. Yeah. When in doubt, use less than the recommended dose, and you'll be good. Let's see. Would endlers be good with red cherry shrimp? I never kept them together, but I imagine that they should be fine as long as the shrimp have enough hiding places. I used fluorite in my 120. Very expensive, but well worth it. Yeah, substrate is usually the best place. Not other than the light, don't cheap out on the substrate. Let's see. I know a good amount of people used pressurized CO2 along with Excel. Well, they use Excel to treat algae problems, but I keep very sensitive plants, so it's tricky. I don't want to risk killing all the sensitive plants because I use Excel. Ludwigia cube is sensitive to Excel? No, it should be fine. Use potting soil, $4, and cap with blasting sand for like 15. You can use potting soil. I personally don't like potting soil or soil in general because it gets very messy if you uproot plants a lot, but you could also do that. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is good too. I haven't really watched much of that. Come on, Iron Fist on Netflix, you will rock. I hope that Iron Fist rocks. I'd be very disappointed. I've been excited for this show for a very long time, so hopefully it's good. What's up, Chaz's Fish Room, or Fish Channel? What's going on? Narcos is my favorite show on Netflix. Narcos is pretty good. We only watched the first season. I think Jessica Jones is probably the best show, though. If you, like, it plays with your head and stuff. Like, it's really good. I like it. I like Jessica Jones. I was about to say, let me look at my phone, but most of my phones are being used, so let's check here. Damn, 24 freaking notifications on Facebook. After a while, cheap potting soil goes inert. This is true, but all soils will go inert, or any kind of substrate will eventually go inert. The trick is to keep using substrate, or keep using root tabs and fertilizer to keep it well maintained. Let's see. Oh, for all those that don't know, that may be in here, we have a Facebook group, H2O Army. If you guys want to join that, that's a bunch of the people that follow H2O plants and are really cool. What's this? Aaron Dutch is ridiculous. So sand, gravel, and substrate. Obviously, substrate helps grow faster. How is sand with the whole growing plants part? So sand and gravel are inert, so they have no nutrient content, and they really don't hold nutrients all that well. If you get something that's a clay-based or a carbon-based, like EcoComplete or Seachem Fluorite or anything like that, those have a mineral content, and as they release minerals, they can also absorb them. So if you dose fertilizer or you add in root tabs, it'll also absorb that to make it nutrient rich. Are you going to open a store at the new house? Not a store. It's just gonna still be the online type system, but hopefully things will grow quickly and I'll be able to actually get a warehouse like I want. Pro tip, don't have plecos in dirt tank. Jessica Jones was months ago. Luke Cage was good. Luke Cage was good. It was decent. I imagine plecos would disturb the substrate and cloud up the water. Yeah, probably. I'm posting links to your stream on Facebook. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thinking about a sand tank. So I can 50-50 substrate / sand or gravel be good? Yeah, so Corey, what you would want to do is put a good substrate on the bottom. So like EcoComplete or Seachem Fluorite. And then you could top that off with some sort of sand. If you're going to do that, get two substrates that match color, because you don't want to do like a Seachem Fluorite red clay version and then put like white sand on top, because you're going to get a bunch of the red stuff somehow uprooting and going on top of it. In my 55, what I did is I have a mixture of blasting sand and EcoComplete. So that way there's enough there for the roots to hold on. The black sand helps keep it compact as well, so that way it doesn't allow plants to uproot as easily, and it works pretty good for me. So, have you ever made custom LED strips? No, but I actually want to sell custom LEDs. I hope so. I hope in the future I can. Best cheap LED, Beamswork LED. Look it up on Amazon. It depends on the size of the tank. Beamworks doesn't work too well for a big tank. Doesn't have enough penetration. You're welcome, Corey. Let's see. Is EcoComplete made out of carbon? So I don't know if EcoComplete contains carbon. I'd have to look at it again. But I know ADA soil and there's another one. They're actually at least 10% carbon, or crushed carbon. Basically, that's why it helps keep the water so clear, because it filters the water, as well as carbon is porous, so it holds nutrients in it. So it's doing great in my 120. That's awesome that the Beamswork is working for you. On a statistics scale, like looking at the numbers and whatnot, it doesn't put out a high enough light for the plants that I wanted to grow, so I didn't go with Beamswork. I actually went with the Build My LED. Unfortunately, they don't make lights anymore, so now I kind of out that. But what I want to do is I actually want to replace the 55. I was thinking of 40 gallon, but now I'm almost thinking 75. I want something with more depth. The tallness doesn't bother me all too much, but I need something with more depth. It's too shallow for me. So we'll see in the new house what I have room for. Well, it's paired with a floatable. Well, that would explain it. I use a 10 watt LED floodlight, super cheap and effective. Yeah, floodlights are really good. Would Green Element Evo quad core LED be good for 75? I have no idea what that fixture. I'd have to look at the specs and really tell. Because I've never heard of it, nor have I used it, so. How about Fluval Stratum? Oh, that was the other one. Fluval Stratum has carbon in it as well. Did they say why they stopped making lights? So they didn't stop making lights. They just stopped making aquarium lights. They focused more on their horticulture business, which basically is for indoor growers. And of like produce and stuff, and it was a better product, a better income source, so that's why they went that way. Can crypts survive if you keep them in the rock wool net pots they come in? They could, but they're not going to get huge. What you want to do is allow them to spread their roots, and if you keep them in that pot, they're going to be confined to whatever those, however big the roots can get inside that pot. So, you would really want something a bit bigger, or you would really want to open it up and let them have access to spreading their roots out. That's the best thing you could do. Green Element on 75. Dimensions are 47 inches, so I'm guessing that's 47 inches of all LEDs. 3 watt LEDs, lumens 864, includes 64 LEDs. 48 at 10,000K. That actually might be pretty good. 10,000K is typically a high brightness, and usually high brightness will correspond to that. It might work. It kind of looks like it may have too few LEDs, but it might be decent. I need strong LEDs for a 24-inch deep tank. So far, I'm sticking to my T5s. Yeah, when it comes to deep tanks like that, T5s and T8s are the best. But if you were going to go with a super big tank, you have to be prepared to spend a lot on lighting, and probably the best lighting that I would recommend for a big tank is Kessel, because Kessel makes a good penetration on their LEDs. It has a good penetrating value. So if you wanted high light, like if you wanted low light, you go with anything. But if you wanted like really high light, you were going high tech on a big tank. Although I don't see, this is the thing, I don't understand why you would want to go high tech on a big tank. Because odds are you're going to have big fish. Big fish tend to mess up plants. And, I mean, typically, you could do discus, obviously, and stuff like that. But, like, I'm talking, like, goldfish or big predatory fish or anything like that. Like cichlids and all that. So you wouldn't want to go high-tech on those type of tanks. Because they'll just destroy your plants. So, I always recommend 40 gallons or less for high-tech. Would you ever use a Kessel? Personally, probably not, because they're super expensive, and I'm good with what I have now, and I think as long as I don't go anything bigger than a 55, I know how to effectively light a tank for cheap. But if I do decide to get a bigger tank, Kessels are probably what I would get. Spectrum is wrong for plants. Those LEDs are 10,000K instead of 6,500. Well, 10,000K works just fine, and you need anything over 65K. My Build My LED is actually a 10,000K as well. It works pretty well. Big tank equals big fish, usually. In my mind, like if you're gonna do high tech, right, you're gonna want a smaller tank with smaller fish because you're gonna have really sensitive plants. So you want like smaller fish like neons and whatnot. If you get a big tank and you want to go high tech with discus or some other type of fish that is plant friendly, it's a bit difficult to do. So I'm using Kessel in my next build for an 80-gallon rimless tank. That's awesome. Can CFL replace fluorescent lights such as T5s? I'm sure they could. I've never messed with them, so I can't say for sure. It's worth a test though. I want to test these things out. As soon as I have more space to set up like test tanks, I can try these things. There's a Kessel knockoff on eBay for $100. I don't doubt that. Big tank with schooling fish, yeah. If you do that, that's more practical. But if you have like big fish or semi-big fish, it just with sensitive plants, it could be a disaster. Like the goldfish that I had that got me into all this started eating all of our all of the small leaf Rotella indica. So. Let's see here. Bunch of people posting an H2O army on Facebook. Look at that. Alright guys, so I'm going to give it about another 5 minutes. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them now. But we're going to end this in about 5 minutes. I wonder how boost will do with the Kessel. They may be too bright. It's very possible, but if you allow them to adjust, I'm sure they could. I started with compact fluorescents before LED compacts were high tech. I'm sure compact fluorescents will work just fine. Damn, my messages didn't send again. What messages? Did you get your CO2 regulator fixed? So I have the parts, I just haven't had time to fix it yet, but I plan on doing a video on how I did that. And actually how to build one in general, because I want to do something like that and show you how to build your own regulator also. I have green spots in my Anubis Nanopetit leaves. What is it? Green spots. Is it green spot algae? Does it rub off? My plants at my small tank love their water change. Major pearls. That's awesome. Boost can be grown out of dirt. Yeah, it could actually be grown attached. I have it right now attached to my stainless steel mesh suction cups that I sell on the website. Do you get Boost of Flandred a lot in stock? I will plan on it. I plan on having a decent supply of Boost coming in every week once we're in the new house. So I have it in my gravel. Any special care that won't kill my jungle bell? Are you talking about your boosts? Your boosts just don't bury the rhizome. Let's see. Does giant hairgrass need CO2? Nope. How can I make my subwasser tank grow faster? Stop looking at it. Honestly, when it comes to mosses, slow-growing plants like Anubis and Java Fern, best thing you could do, stop looking at it. Just let it do its thing. And before you know it, if you pay no mind to it, it'll actually like grow faster, or at least it'll appear to grow faster. I just leave the mosses be in all my tanks, and they grow at their own rate. And then, like within a week or so, I look at it, I'm like, damn, this grew really fast. But when you sit there and you look at it every day, it takes forever to grow. Just in my opinion. Oh, so also, real quick, back on the topic of the giveaways, I'm also going to be doing special giveaways in that Facebook group, H2O Army. So if you're any like major supporter, follow me on there or go join the group, because once a week I'll probably post something in there and give somebody, you know, like $25 or something like that. My plan is I'm probably gonna start off month of April giving away about $1,500 in just store credits, giveaways, a bunch of stuff, or at least that's kind of what I'm shooting for or aiming for. But within the next like 3 to 4 months, I plan on giving about $3,000 away a month of like products and goods and all that. So we're gonna slowly work our way up there, but I think we could get there. What's up, J7? Just make sure that you're following on all the platforms, including Snapchat, because Snapchat will be having some of that stuff on. So. How long does 88 Amazonian last before it breaks down and you have to replace it? I think I've heard like 3 to 4 years ish. You probably don't have to replace it though right away. You could probably just use it and build on top of it, like put in root tabs, and those will probably help. That's so cool with the giveaways. I live in Peru, so I don't think it applies to me. So Chads and anybody else that's international, the giveaways right this second won't apply to you, but as soon as I have like t-shirts and I figure out if I could ship dry goods internationally without problems, once I can figure out that, while you may not be able to buy plants or win plants, you could win t-shirts and swag and other stuff. So the giveaways will eventually apply to everybody, or you know, whatever I could do. So if I can, you know, say I might give away a t-shirt, and if it's an international winner, I'll ship it to you. You just have to figure out exactly how that's going to work. And, you know, maybe once a week, I'll make sure something can be won for international people. But I have to still figure that out. I haven't even gotten the shirts made yet or anything like that. So you could at least win, like, I'm going to do totes, shirts, maybe mugs, keychains, stuff like that. So cool things. So there will definitely be prizes eventually, just not at the start, but I'm gonna try, and I definitely want to be able to send something to international people, because I do realize there is, you know, a small percentage of my viewer base is international, and I want to thank them for the support, and that's really why I do the giveaways, or I was doing the giveaways, and I plan on doing more giveaways, because I want to be able to give back to people. I love my Anubis Nana Petite I got from you during the sale. Is there any other small plants that are similar that will do good in my Fluval Spec 5? New to all this. Kayla. So what I would recommend to you is Busa philandrid, or Boos. When I have it in after I move, I'm going to have small leaf variations. And if you ever need help picking one out, like say, you know, if you want to message me and say, hey, I have a small tank, can you recommend a small leaf variation that I have in stock? I can definitely do that. But it'll have to wait until after I move. You could also try Anubis Pinto, which is a little bit more rare. It's got a white-green leaf, but it's similar to Anubis Nana Petite. It's very small. What else? Depending on the lighting in the tank, you could do some mosses and all that. Also dwarf hairgrass and S-repens and all that. So. I had a little algae on some of my Anubis leaves. I used a toothbrush to remove it, but damaged the leaf. Parts where I scrubbed it went yellow, and yellow part and died. Can Anubis leaves heal? Not at that point, no. But as long as the rhizome is healthy, it'll keep growing. Is any kitted tank good for plants? Yeah, you need plants that are good, good for low-tech environments. So you're giving away $24K a year. Essentially, once we get up to that 3K mark, right? Well, $1,500 to start, and that'll be, what is that? Now, 3K a month would be $36,000 a year, right? 3, 6, 9. Yeah, right.